Hey, what's going on, everyone? Taking a look at another controller that Pioneer just released a couple days ago. This is the DDJ-FLX4 2-channel. So if you remember, they released the Flex 6, which was a 4-channel. This is now the 2. What kind of price we got? $429. Here in Toronto, we have none in stock right now. Let me get onto the actual web page here rather than OBS so we can get a better look at it. You got your in and outs for your loops, 4-beat exit. You get all your 4-beat. I'm sure if you hold it, you get 8. That's your usual Q call. The Q loop calls. I don't know who uses those, to be honest. Oh, we just jumped into some more. There we go. Let me get back out of that. Let's see if I get out of that. I like me hovering. And so it's for Serato as well, too. You get your master, your beat sync, your browse, your load buttons, your view. You can't go in and change the order of your stuff. I don't see a button to, for tempo and stuff. We had a lot more buttons back in the day for Serato controls. Mic level, your little mixer section, your little beat effects, the effects select. You want 1 and 2. 1 or 2 and 1 and 2. That's like master. Your level of depth, your on-off release. And then we got the pads. Keyboard, keyword effects, blah, 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 blah. They made this before they thought about doing Serato stems because there's no acapella buttons or anything. And you know what? Looks all right. It's going to be about how that wheel feels for me. It's cheap, man. And, here's the main thing. You got RCAs in the back. You got, mic input. It's got this USB-C, right? So you can run this thing off USB-C. And it's got built-in Bluetooth. So you're eventually, by next year, you're going to be able to run this wirelessly with your record box software, which I'm guessing is going to turn into full-blown DJ software. Seems to be the big deal. But let's get into here. My issue, it's cheap. But it's some of the things it's got. Look at some of these things. It's not giving you any of the secrets. So we have this start. It's a mix and smart fader. Start, mix, and smart fader and smart effects. Smart fader allows artists to effortlessly transition between tracks with a simple glide of the crossfader or channel fader. After sliding the fader, the DDJ-FLX4 automatically adjusts the track's BPM, volume, bass volume, and other aspects of the music to create a seamless transition into the next song. Artists can also spice with their favorite tracks with the help of smart CFX, an effect that applies complicated combinations of effects to the music with the turn of a knob. Yeah. Here's where my problem is, man. Pioneer, you keep making these new controllers for no money. They're cheap. They're toys. But you think the guy spent $3,000 on a top-end controller, over $3,000 for an XDJ-AZ? Maybe there's some firmware update that lets the guy do some of that trickery that you have in your $300 controller. The V10 and CDJ-3000s cannot do this trickery. So Pioneer, they did it with the goddamn Rev 1, the Rev 7. They put on the stupid button that the S11 didn't have, for that stupid silent cue. There's just always something, man. There's always some effect that Pioneer will put on their gear that the top gear doesn't have it, and the beginner guy has it. This makes no goddamn sense. Seriously, after seeing this controller, it works with Serato, blah, blah, blah. Why do I own anything? Why don't I just sell everything I have here? I'll sell the XDJ-AZ, get rid of the Prime 4, get rid of these SC6000s, this S11. What do I need all this for? I don't need none of this. Buy this $300 controller, call it a day. The money that I make from the rest of my shit, I can live off of, and I can just sit around all day and make little mashups with Serato stems and run this stupid little controller. Because you know what? It looks good enough. What's it missing? Got everything, man. The thing will even mix for you. It even mixes for you. You don't have to do mixing anymore. So just hit the crossfader and it doesn't echo out. This is great, man. Smart. I can't wait till next year, man, when they sell me a little guy that sits beside this goddamn controller and just runs it for me. Some little, who knows? Maybe it'll be artificial intelligence, or maybe they'll just like buy up kids from other countries and train them to DJ, and they'll just sell you a kid with a DJ controller and let them play. Put one of those chroma suits on them so when you do your live stream, no one sees the kid in front of you that's actually doing the DJing. Now, that's going to be the new controller. Anyways, my friends, this is the news. Am I going to run out and grab one of these things and beg for it so I can test it for you? Nah. You want regurgitated information? Go listen to everybody else. They'll tell you all about it and how great it is and blah, blah, blah. And this is the best controller for the money. You know what the best controller for the money is? The one that you can afford. That's the best one. Buy whatever controller you have. Take your friend's old controller, man. Just get good music and be a good DJ. Who cares all these other stupid bells and whistles? It's ridiculous. Don't fall for this stuff. No need to be a sheep. Speaking of sheep, subscribe to my channel. Hit that alert button so when I'm doing something, you know what's up. Talk to you all soon.